Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the singer's eyes, the singer's only. Singer's eyes, the singer's only. Hey, you guys, it's Kristal Cherelle from Indie Artist School. Welcome to the Singer's Arsenal. Today is another episode of the Inspired By series, and today I'm talking about the smooth operator, the queen of smooth, Sade. I cannot begin to describe how much of her music has influenced me, but I will say this much. She was singing a smooth vibe type of music long before it was popular. And so many artists have grown attached to her style. And I find that, while many of us learn how to embrace a little bit more of that airy, open, soft onset to sing, nobody sounds quite like Sade. Now, I will say this, if you do happen to have a dark timbre to your voice, meaning that your voice has a little bit of a lower feel, like a heavier feel to it, it feels a little naturally rich, then you might do well singing covers of Sade. But yeah, I just wanted to, give props to one of the most influential R&B vocalists of all time, because she's really pop, she's soul, she's R&B, she's everything wrapped up into one, and she taught us how to sing sensually, not to reveal everything, that everything wasn't always about, singing runs or belting all the time. Sometimes it's all about the tone. Sometimes it's all about the space that you create with your voice, and that's one thing that she did the absolute best. So, all right, today I wanted to react or just listen and study Sade singing "Is It a Crime?" And this is a live performance in 1985. So before I was born, she was out here killing it. So yeah, she's definitely an originator. But anyway, here we go. Come on, full band. I miss horn sections.
This may come as a surprise, but I miss you. I could see through all of your lies, but still I miss you. He takes her hand, but it doesn't feel like mine.
Do you guys feel the space they've created for her?
He tastes her kiss. Her kisses are not wine, they're not mine. He takes, but surely she can give what I'm feeling now. She takes, but surely she doesn't know how.
Come on, Dynamics.
Is it a crime?
There we go. Break it back down for us.
Is it a crime
Here we go.
that I still want you?
I love that you. It's so
I
smooth.
want you to want me too.
The ooh sound is her magic.
My love is wider than Victoria Lake.
Come on.
My love is taller
Embracing it.
than the Empire State.
Completely relaxed. Ah, there we go.
Dives in the jump, and it ripples like the deepest ocean. I can't give you more than
Come on, show them you can do it. Dynamics.
Is it a crime?
There we go.
Is it a crime that I still want you?
Yeah, there it is. That cool
And
ooh.
I want you to want me too.
This music, her band was killing it. Come on, solo. Wonderful arrangement.
Water than the toilet, high and the Empire State, die in the jar. I can't give you all that I surely you want me back. Is it a crime?
The smoothest part right here.
Is it a crime that I still want you and I want you to want me too? It dies with jars and it ripples like the deepest ocean. I can't give you more than I surely you want me back.
Harder onset there.
Tell me, is it a
So I have so much to talk about here. Oh my gosh, first of all. So I don't even know where to start. I think one thing that we can really take away from Sade is her open vocal placement. So her mouth was very wide and open, ha ha ha, like that. And one thing that I think we underestimate when we see it done, and sometimes even when we hear it, we don't realize how much air it takes to be able to sing those low notes with that much of an open placement like that. And her tongue was very relaxed and drop in the back of her mouth, which is not normally what you would see. If you watch or heard my episode last week with Aretha Franklin, she had that placement that was right in the middle, where her tongue was slightly raised, but it wasn't so far forward that it was in Tina Turner territory, you know, wah sound. So Sade is the opposite. It's drop tongue, open cave. Is it a crime? Crime. So, you know, there's so much air escaping as you sing these notes like this. It's beautiful. What it does is because when it's airy like that, it could lack depth normally. So she overcorrected in one way. because she wanted it to still be smooth, airy, and sensual. So she allowed all the air to come through, but to balance it out so it's not like, is it a crime? Instead of doing it like that, which it lacks any depth if she were to sing it that way. She created a cave in her mouth. And the thing that's very challenging, I will say, and maybe she's had several live performances, and you can see her throughout the years adjusting a little bit, because having that open placement for every vowel can be very challenging, especially as you approach those higher notes. But one thing that she does very well is she is very dynamic as she sings. And a lot of it has to do with really capturing the emotions of the song, but also it helps her sing certain notes a little bit more easily. And it's very complimentary. I have to say one other thing that I find very amazing here is the space. This is a style choice. They create so much space. This is why this is my favorite song of hers. She has so many amazing songs. And honestly, I sat here for quite a while trying to figure out which song I wanted to listen to today. But I chose this one because I love the arrangement. I love the space in there. And I could tell that she was really settled into her performance, which she normally is, just because of her relaxed demeanor, and literally relaxed tongue and open mouth. It's just so much air. It's open, it's free. Now, one thing that can be a challenge if you are trying to learn how to have more of a placement, kind of like Sade, just to embrace some more depth and airiness in your performance, you can run the risk of having your tongue drop too far back where it sounds a little muffled. And so you got to be really careful with that. It takes a lot of practice to get it down. But yes, thank you, Sade, for introducing sensuality and smooth airiness with space in music like this. I feel like, man, you guys, so many artists have been influenced by her. I mean, any artist that you hear that's got a smooth tone like that, chances are they've been listening to a little Sade or someone else who had listened to Sade. So I myself, I am not even going to front. Yes, I am inspired by Sade. I love Sade. Now, I don't sound like her, but there are times where I do embrace her placement in certain songs just to open up myself to more dynamics and to be able to express different emotions. So yeah, you guys. So if you want to learn how to develop your voice and be able to manipulate it in any way you want, go ahead and visit my website, indie-artist.teachable.com. I give virtual private one-on-one lessons on Zoom. Also, I have a mini crash course called the Indie Artist Toolkit, where I give you the introduction on how to sing as well as how to release your own music and be an independent artist and make money. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and visit indie-artist.teachable.com. Also, please don't forget to support this podcast with a monthly donation by going to anchor.fm/thesingersarsenal/support. I really enjoy creating these episodes for you guys, and I literally wouldn't be able to do this without your support. So for all of you who have already donated, thank you so much. And if you want to be a part of this community, go ahead and subscribe to this podcast by going to anchor.fm/thesingersarsenal/support. Well, you guys, until next time, have a beautiful day.
Yeah.